And then with my kids, if I put eggs and toast down, the toast disappears immediately and the eggs just sit there. So now I'll mix eggs and rice with a teeny little bit of bone broth so it's moist, and they can't pick through the carb, pick through the protein to get to the carb. And I'll do the same thing with beef, with a little ground beef, ground bison and rice, and I'll mash it all together so that they have to eat both. And that's kind of how I manage that whole carbophobia that kids tend to get.
I love that inclusion, because that was one of the things I was wondering about is, do you have your kids eat the same way? And it sounds like you do.
Yeah, I certainly try. And I'll tell you what, I'm no genius with kids, although I've got 3. The hardest part is just getting them to eat enough protein. When I was at the NSCA's conference, their national conference in DC a few years back, the president of the NSCA, Jose Antonio, is a PhD in nutrition. He's the president of the ISSN, I should say, the International Society of Sports Nutrition. He has 2 college-age girls that play sports in college, and he got up there and the question was asked, "Hey, what do you feed your kids?" And I mean, there was 300 people in this room, and we were all leaning in there. It was like E.F. Hutton started speaking, and it was just dead silence, and we all had our notepads out, and we wanted to hear what obviously the president of the ISSN has to say about children's nutrition, particularly for athletic children, which we all would hope that our kids were athletically inclined or involved in some sort of physical activity. And he said, get your kids 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and don't worry about anything else. And that was it. End of discussion. And so, I kind of just do that. And I tried to get them a variety of foods. I'd like to get them an egg every day. I'd like to get them a little bit of beef every day, just because of the iron and the B12 and the zinc. I'd like to get them a little bit of dairy every day, whether it's yogurt, and I have to mix it with something so it tastes good for them, like a little yogurt orange juice drink or something. I try and find ways that I can hide what they need so that they can taste what they want.